Harper Bliss, author of lesbian fiction.
And I'm her missus.
Thank you for listening to our podcast where we try to talk about our journey in writing and publishing.
But we usually get sidetracked by television or our cat.
Meow.
Welcome to Harper Bliss and her missus. Hello everyone.
Hello.
This is episode 1 of the relaunched
Harper Bliss.
and her missus.
We're recording this on April 1st.
Which is Easter Sunday.
And April Fools.
And April Fools. 2018, by the
Yes.
way. Just in case people are still watching this 10 years later.
Or listening to this.
Or listening, yes. Because, yes, listening mostly. It's a podcast, of course. So we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Ready for a new season.
Yes.
Of Harper Bliss and her missus because we enjoy it so much.
Yes, and if you're listening to this, that means that you found your way to our brand new podcast channel.
Yay. Well, let's
Hooray.
hope someone is listening.
Yes, it would be sad if we were
If
just
you
talking
are.
to ourselves.
If you are, thank you.
Yes, I hope you can bring many more friends to this party. So we have a plan for this podcast.
Yes, we are going to try and be more organized and topical. So we record it on a Sunday. It goes out on a Tuesday. Well, I think maybe we won't always record on a Sunday.
Yeah, maybe we'll try and record on the Friday.
Yeah.
We need a weekend as well.
Yes, that would be nice. But this is fun.
Yes, so we will attempt to have some structure.
Yeah.
So we'll start with a recap of our week, and then we'll talk about any television or movie that we saw that we really enjoyed, and then we'll probably have a topic of the week to discuss.
So it's a 3-act podcast.
It's a 3-act podcast. Of course, our topic of this week is our new podcast, and we are starting with this, so we're basically already not adhering to the structure we have imposed ourselves.
No, but I think we can forgive ourselves.
Yes, as of next week,
Yeah.
it should be fine.
Yes. I even already have a list of topics that we can address.
Oh, wow, so organized.
I know. Well, we had some time off, so every time I thought of something, I put it in a list, but I looked at my list earlier, and some things I have no idea what they mean.
Well, maybe it'll come back to you in time.
Yeah.
So we're also recording this on video,
Yes.
hopefully.
Yes.
And if there are no technical...
previous attempt was made.
Yes, and it did not record for some reason. So hopefully you will be able to see this on YouTube as well, if there are no more technical glitches with the recording or the uploading.
Yes.
We'll see.
It's a learning
Experience.
Learning
Yes.
curve. That's a plug for one of my books.
But there's something strange. You seem to be so tall today.
I grew.
Oh, you grew like 10 centimeters overnight.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
But it's just for the purpose of this recording, though.
Okay, you go back to your
I'll
short-ass
shrink.
self.
I'll shrink again later.
Okay.
Now I'm perched because when we tried this out, I just felt so short. But yeah, I mean...
The image was out of balance, to be fair.
I should just champion short people like myself, but...
Maybe in future you can become comfortable in your own height, and then we can
If
record.
only tall people didn't ruin it for us short people so much. Why do you have to ruin it for me?
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, my perch is not very stable. Okay.
Okay, so we now...
I can't move. But this is good because it keeps me, in one spot.
Yes. We also have a new webpage where you can find all the links to where you can listen and where you can watch. And the link is...
Harper Bliss and hermissus.com.
And that's Harper Bliss and A-N-D, her, MRS.com.
You're my MRS.
I'm the MRS in this scenario.
Yes, and if you go to this website, you will see that you're actually taken to the My Lesfic website,
Yes.
which now has a podcast page on it.
So we're now under the umbrella of My Lesfic.
Or the brand.
We'll spare you the singing about umbrellas. So yeah, that's about that's what we plan to do for this podcast.
Yes.
Now we can move on to the recap of the week.
Yes.
So how was your week?
My week was actually very good. Maybe because I've been rereading Deep Work again by Cal Newport. It makes me very focused. Got a lot done.
Mm-hmm.
I sent Ping Bean 8 to Crazy For You, to my editor. Actually, that was the previous weekend already. And I've been doing a lot of writing, mainly co-writing with Claire Lydon, which I announced in my newsletter last week. So Claire and I are writing a book together, and it's going really well. I mean, we're making really good progress. I mean, the end of the first draft is actually very much in sight already. So it's gone much better than I had thought. I was very nervous beforehand and a bit dramatic.
Same as usual, but,
a bit cranky.
Expanded.
And then I could not believe, you know how it is when you do something that you've never done before, and, you make up all sorts of doom scenarios in your head.
But none of them have come true.
No, absolutely not.
I've been chatting to Claire's wife, and she said the kids seem to be getting along nicely. So that's
because
good.
I'm so young.
I don't think that's what she meant. But it seems to be going quite well.
Yeah.
And the wives have their own little support channel with each other, so that's good as well.
I can only speak for myself, but I mean, Claire and I, we do speak, obviously. I think she's having a good time as well.
Anything else in your week?
Well, yeah, but this is not work related.
Uh-huh.
But we read about this lesbian festival that's going to be in Brussels, where we live, on the 20th of April. And they talked about this bar not too far from where we live. And we went there.
And it was really fun.
And we saw lesbians.
I mean, it's not a lesbian bar per se, but apparently it's very popular with the lesbians because they serve a very good brunch, So that makes it popular. that
brunch.
That's what I saw in a list of LGBT places in Brussels.
We should have gone to the Easter brunch. And truth be told, all the bar stuff, they were all gay men.
Yes.
There were no gay women serving drinks, huh?
But there were a lot of gay women in the bar having drinks.
Yeah, it was a really cool place. Well, it's a restaurant / bar kind of thing. Also,
in that festival, on the website of the festival, they recommend a little shop which is right in our street. It's like 3 doors down from where we live.
The coolest lesbian in Brussels.
Yes.
We've seen her, huh?
Yes. Well, I think it's the coolest lesbians, so there might be two of them running it. We haven't been in the shop yet, but it was mentioned on our website.
It's a very weird shop. I can't go in there. They have like this displays of hearts and...
Yeah, they have a bit of very quirky...
I'm very squeamish.
Sometimes scary stuff if you're squeamish, yes. But yeah, that's just 2 doors down from us. So if you're, I think you can find a link to the thing via Diva magazine. So if you go on that, you can find it in Brussels.
We can put it on our show notes.
Oh yes, we will put the link on our show notes.
Well, there won't really be like detailed show notes because who wants to do a transcript of this? But just a little summary, and then we can link to all the things we mentioned.
Yes. Now over to me and my week.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You're hogging the mic again?
I didn't get the cue there. I'm sorry.
Well, on the work front, I made a cover for your new Pink Bean 8 book.
It's very nice.
And
you did a good job.
Yeah, because I've been taking this extra cover design class, and it showed me a few tips that I didn't know yet. So I've been applying them. And
You've been self-improving.
I've been self-improving, yes. And then in another sector of self-improvement, I played a full round of golf for the first time in almost 8 years.
Wow.
Yes, I hadn't done that since before we moved to Hong Kong.
I saw you when you got back, obviously, because I live with you and
For people who say that golf is not a sport and it's not physically exerting, you're wrong. You're wrong if you haven't done it for 8 years, and I was really, really tired.
You just crashed in the sofa and fell asleep.
But it'll get better. It's just because I'm out of practice. Because I can see my mother, she plays 3 or 4 rounds a week. She's over 70, and she doesn't seem to be as exhausted as I was.
She plays 3 hours of bridge after.
I know, it's crazy. But I will be able to do all of that soon enough. It's just a question of practice. So. I played around yesterday as well, and I was already far less broken, even though it was a more tiring course and a more tiring day weather-wise. So it'll get better. So you'll be a golf widow many, many more days in the future.
Whatever will I do with myself?
I don't know. What will you do?
Well, I'll just, Dolly and me, we'll enjoy ourselves without you. We'll watch television.
Yay! So this
Money
brings
for
us
nothing.
smoothly to our next topic. What television have we watched, and what have we seen that is worth recommending?
Well, it's been a while, so I've seen a lot. But because I just mentioned it, I love the show on the BBC, Money for Nothing, where they, take old pieces of furniture, they rescue them from the tip, and then they recycle them. So I've now taken up the hobby of furniture recycling as well.
Yeah.
I bought a desk, and I'm going to make it look much prettier than it is.
You even bought a sanding machine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So one Sunday morning, I found myself sanding down drawers.
Yes.
It was fun.
Hopefully there are many more to come. And
Yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
buy the sanding machine just to sand down 2 drawers and 3 drawer
Oh
knobs.
no, I have plans for some
Okay.
pieces of furniture we
Okay.
have in our home.
Okay,
but
okay.
I need to discuss with you.
Okay, fine. But apart from that, we watched this one really good show on Netflix.
La Casa de Papel.
Yes, for those who didn't understand that, that's La Casa del Papel. It's a Spanish show. The English title is Money Heist.
Oh, it's so good. If you're gonna watch it, set some time aside because you're gonna want to binge it. The cliffhangers after every episode, stuff like that. Very clever.
Some nice looking women, am I allowed to say that?
Raquel.
The
Great
main
characters.
cop, yeah.
It's really good.
Definitely worth watching.
And then, it ends on this massive cliffhanger, but luckily Netflix is releasing season 2 on the 6th of April. I have to cancel all my weekend plans.
So you can, if you start watching now and you pace yourself, you can probably watch the second season right after the first one.
I think most people pace themselves in a totally different way than we do.
As
like
in
for
we don't
us-
pace ourselves.
No, we don't pace ourselves at all. So,
So yeah, we can definitely recommend that. Money Heist.
Yeah.
Watch it if it's on your Netflix, wherever you are.
yes.
Any other show that you want to mention?
We watched half of Mosaic with, I think it's on HBO. With Sharon Stone. It was good to see Sharon Stone again.
She looks good.
She was channeling Claire Underwood. She had like the same hairstyle
Yeah.
as Claire Underwood did in the first few seasons of House of Cards. But now I saw a trailer for House of Cards and she doesn't have the hair anymore.
Her hair is too long. Netflix, what have you
Come
done?
on.
Have her cut her hair short again.
Yeah, and especially because it's all about her now. She's the main character because, Kevin Spacey is out and now she has long hair. No. I'm going to have to write a letter to Netflix.
Well, yeah, but I think it's a bit too late because it's the last season and I'm guessing they're not going to change it anymore.
But I can still express my discontent,
Yes, okay.
which I like to do.
A lot. About everything. So I think that's probably it, right?
Yes,
we should
I think.
try and keep it brief
Yes.
for this first one at least.
And hope it has recorded.
Yes. So we will see and hear, or you will see and hear us again, hopefully next week.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to Harper Bliss and Her Misses.
You can find all the episodes and show notes at harperblissandhermisses.com.
We also have a favor to ask.
If you could rate and review the podcast wherever you listen to it, that would help other people find us.
Thank you.
Chicky, chicky.